start? Oh, it started 5 seconds ago. Damn. My bad. So what we doing today is we breaking it fast. We doing a Q&A. And we hanging out as we normally do. Let me get my music just right so I don't get copyrighted. But I listening to the music helps the food taste better. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Actually, you could watch me struggle with the perfect volume level. I feel like this is it right here. We just not gonna go louder than that. So what we doing is eggs, grits, and we're gonna add some waffles because I was talking to Aura earlier and she had some waffles and it made me really want some waffles. It's been a minute since I had some, so I'm gonna do that. What up, happy feet? Welcome, welcome. Just you and I, we got the room to ourselves. You know what we're doing? We're breaking it fast and we're doing a Q&A. What's your name, happy feet? Where you from? Waffles with peanut butter and jelly is bomb. Definitely, definitely. That's what's up. Windy City. Apologies if you already told me this stuff already. I don't be remembering everything. What's the weather like in Chicago today? I guess it's definitely windy, as always. What up, Danita? From Oregon, the Pacific Northwest. I feel like I remember seeing you around before. So welcome back. Thank you for joining me on today's quick little Q&A / breaking it fast / hangout sesh. I got my grits going. Trying a half milk, half water thing again today, but I put more water this time so they don't get. If you was here last time, you remember my grits came out a tad too thick. Oh no! Alright, cool. This is such a lifesaver. This little tool to keep your utensils from, like, you know what I mean? Touching the things that you don't want it to touch. Definitely recommend that. Today is pretty nice. Definitely cooler than the previous hot days. That's what's up. I love to hear that because it's burning down here. Like, as soon as you step outside, you feel like doing a 180 because it's crazy. When I go out, I gotta get out before like 10 a.m. Definitely before 11 a.m. to handle the thing. Because after 11 to 3, they should like allow people in the South to stay inside. I'm breaking out this new waffle maker that I have. Bloop. A friend gave this to me a couple years ago and I've never used it. I already prepared my waffle mix. It's water, cinnamon, salt, olive oil, a little tad bit of olive oil, and like pancake mix. This is definitely hot and it's ready to go. And I'm doing the most right now because I'm making grits, eggs, and sausage all at the same time. But the thing about waffles is, like, I can't have my waffles touch the rest of my food. I'm one of those weird people, like, if it's sweet, it can't mix with the flavor profile of grits and eggs. I gotta get my sausage going. I thought I was prepared. I said, yo, I'm I'm gonna make a post telling people to come join me on my live later, but I'm gonna set everything up beforehand so I'm not like moving and grooving the whole time. I ain't doing a good enough job. Do I have a P.O. box so people can send me stuff? Nah. Unfortunately, I don't. Yeah, little tiny star waffles. I look Tunisian. Damn. I don't know where Tunisia is. Is that like a country in Africa? But I probably got some of that in me. You know what I mean? I do want to tell everybody, like, I did an Ancestry not too long ago, a couple years ago, or a year ago or something like that. And according to Ancestry at least, they told me that I was 51% Northwest European. So I'm from my ancestry is from the Midlands of Europe, which is like some real shocking stuff to me because I had no idea. Grits, what you doing on me? Oh, bumba. Alright. I'm not making grits with milk no more because it don't work, bro. I mean it do, but you gotta put like extra liquid. Let me get some water real quick. Tunisian is so specific, right? I feel like I could be like Cape Verdean or whatever. I'll be looking at them Cape Verdeans, I'm like, oh, they kind of look like me. I wanted to get something else out of here and I forgot what it was. That fast. Oh, butter, that's what it was. I got eggs and butter from the grocery store. What's your favorite grocery store? Yep, Northern Africa, next to Morocco. Yeah, that's where my peoples is from. According to Ancestry, my people are from Maroon, Congo, and like a bunch of other West African countries. So you know, it's right there in that area. Right there in the area where everybody at. Oh yeah, mostly Nigeria. I was like 18% Nigerian. But when I was reading that, I was like done, because pretty much everybody. Well, how can I say that? There's a lot coming to light about how Africans were here pre-European Spaniards before the Dutch. Africans was making that cross, and of course they don't teach you that in school because they don't want you to think. They don't want you to think highly of Africans at all. What up, Tanaz? 777. My dad stole. Nah, I didn't fart. That's my fridge. My fridge need help, but if you fart, you gotta fart. You know what I mean? Don't hold it in. It's better out than in, as they say. What up, Olivia? I hope your spirits is on a upward spiral. My spirits was super low today. That's a whole nother conversation we can have in a minute. I think it's something in the astrology. Ooh, the grits is looking perfect right now. They a little bit too thick. Just a little bit. But they about to be done. Let me put the cap on that. But yeah, signs, spirits was low today. Oh, my waffle. That's still good. It's still good. Bloop. Look at that. Perfect. This for all my stars out there. Smells so good when you put cinnamon in the waffle. Woo! Perfect. Perfect. Yo, waffles make me happy, son. If you know me, If I'm in a low mood, make me some waffles. Oh, Miss Koger in the building. What up, Vicky? You want to do one of them ancestries? I recommend it. But also just know before you get into it that they might do nefarious things with your sample, I guess. But at the end of the day, they could do whatever they want to us whenever they want. We walking around with location devices. They monitoring our brain waves and all of that. So what good is it to even be that paranoid? You know what I mean? You know what really bothers me though? Chemtrails, bro. Chemtrails been bothering me for decades. But every time I see them, I'm like, yo, we really have no control whatsoever. And the fact that hardly anybody ever talks about it is so bothersome. Some states, I think Texas passed a law that said they're not going to allow geoengineering. And it's so funny how now it's geoengineering when we were called like, yo, that's not natural up there. And we were calling them chemtrails. They were like, no, those are contrails. That's completely natural phenomenon, blah, 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 from planes, icicles, blah, blah. And now it's like, oh, wait, that is different. And it's called geoengineering. Like, people haven't been seeding clouds since planes was invented. I digress. The Africans were here before the Indians. Yo, I heard a wild theory. It might not be a theory. It might be reality. That there are Egyptian sarcophagi, if not Egyptian artifacts, in the Grand Canyon. Look that up. Kroger is my favorite grocery store. No, there's one of my friends, Miss Vicky Koger, without the R. But it's funny because every time I see her name, I think of Kroger's too. Nigeria, yeah, 31%. Yeah, I got a little 18%, 17%, something like that. A bunch of other small percentages of African countries. Tanaz, what you mean if the eyes could talk? Happy feet. I was feeling down because, I mean, it's easy to start feeling down because I don't get to see my girls like that. But today I realized that I'm not going to be there for Aura's first day of school. And that shit fucked me up. I'm not gonna do it. Not on the live, son. Much love, brother. I don't know if you remember me, but you came to my studio in Columbus, Georgia. Love watching you grow. Oh, Jay Easy, what up, kid? That's what's up. That's dope that you still on a journey. Next time I come to Columbus, I'm gonna definitely come check you if you're still doing your thing. All love, bro. All love. One of the illest engineers I've come across in a long time. All right, boom. For my waffle get hard. Yeah, but me and Jay Easy, we made some joints. And that's the last time I really been in the studio for real. Like, I visited other people's studios, but never really like took it serious. But when I went to Jay Easy's studio, spent that bread. I think we did like 4 or 5 joints too. She said, let's have a staring contest. I can't. I'm going to burn my food. Vicky had waffles for lunch. We in alignment. I got to get back to this food, though. Ancestry not that expensive. It's like, well, expensive is highly subjective. Let me take that back. But if you got to spare 100, 150, something like that, I think that's what it costs. Thank you for the compliment. Wow, I'm talking with my mouth, with food pouring out my mouth. Thank you for the compliment, Tanaz. Appreciate that. Let me beat my meat. I'm gonna let you watch. I joke. I only kid. And yes, I just washed my hair, my hands. Don't come for me. Said they can take your DNA whenever they want. Yeah, exactly. Because that's why I didn't do it when it first came out. Because I low-key always wanted to know what my ancestry was. Being that my family is so spread out. But, yeah, I finally was just like, yo, I can't be so paranoid and pessimistic about everything that I do in the world. I really don't have no control over what the powers that be do with my data being one. So let me just go ahead and go get this ancestry. And I found out, obviously, that, you know, where I'm from in the continent of Africa and all those different countries, mostly on the west side. There was nothing on the south or the east. I had some like Italian in there, some Scottish, but it wasn't like Italy. It was like Sardinia or something, like one of those Italian countries. I can't remember what it was right now. So that was interesting. I'm gonna do the comments in a minute. Hold on, let me just finish one more of these patties and wash my hands, and I'll get back to you. But again, thank you everybody for stopping, pulling up, stopping by, hanging out. You could be doing anything in the world right now, but here we are, building community. Building community, fam. Oh, my grits are thickening up because I didn't put the top on. All right, let me wash my hands real quick. All right, boom. Didn't even heat up my pot. Mistakes all over the place. Sorry, we get it done though. We get it done. I'm gonna put some milk in these grits. Some milk and some cheese though. Oh, I was about to say we don't have no cheese. That's wild. I don't have no cheese, son. I'm gonna be light on the cheese, just a little light on the cheese. Cause what y'all don't know is that if you, well, no, some of y'all might know. If you really trying to like lose lower body fat or whatever, cheese is not your friend, fam. It's not your friend. If you could cut it out altogether, you'd be better off. But me, I can't do it. I love cheese way too much. Yeah, I'm gonna just take these grits off the heat, for real. Cause I don't appreciate how they be drying up on me. All right, boom. I got the eggs ready to go. Let's make another waffle. Yeah, Giselle said it, yo. Geoengineering is so wild because they dead ass repurpose the terminology, because geoengineering has been around since, again, like I said, the 20s. But what they used to do is farmers used to pay like independent pilots to fly low over the fields and spread pesticides or whatever the case. But then a guy realized that if you fly high enough and you put certain chemicals in the air, you don't have to go stupid high like they be going these days, but you disperse certain chemicals in the air, I forget what they are, but it'll cause rain. So That's what geoengineering originally meant, like mid 20th century. But now, the chemicals that they're spraying in there, definitely harmful, definitely toxic, and who knows if it's just chemicals? It could be like biowarfare, dare I say. Dare I say. Is this Rio Ferdinand from Man United? I don't even. Oh, Manchester United. Nah. Definitely, I love football though. Nah, it's not a pre-recorded live. Dirty T. She said, "Are you sure? How can we get you there?" Vicky, I'm assuming you're talking about Taura's first day of school. I don't want to feel like a panhandler, but it's gonna take bread. That's all it really takes is a bunch of bread. Gotta rent a car. I guess I don't have to be there overnight, so I might not have to get a hotel, but that's a 5-hour drive. I want to go 5 hours. I mean, I've done it plenty of times. So, yeah, just car rental fees, and that's like probably $400 for a day. Just because you asked. Not that I'm trying to solicit that. Stay safe, J-Easy, if you're still here. That's understandable. I wish you could be there for your girls. Yup, me too. For real. Somebody said twerk. Beach in me. Yup. Oh, it was a joke. Sending you positive vibes. I'm not a parent. I can only imagine how hard is it not to be a part of milestones like first day back to school or it's first day in kindergarten, fam. First day of kindergarten. I'm not there. That shit is way too crazy for me. Oh, my butt is burning. Look what I done did with the waffle. Oh snap. Doing too much. Alright, next time much more organization. Do the best you can with what you have. I done turned this down, so don't worry about the smoke. No. Call the fire department. All right, let me get some plates. Shorty said, "Is this a pre-recorded live?" Who does that? I mean, I'm sure people do. But what's the purpose of being pre-recorded and then you're gonna call it live? Maybe you could find a house close to the girls that need a house sitter. Actually, I don't have the house sitter account. Alright, count to 30, those sausages are done. We're gonna beat some eggs. Gonna get this waffle out of here. Still gonna be a good one. Yo, you can't really go wrong with waffles, bro. Check Zillow houses staying on the market forever. What you mean by that? You mean like buy a house? That's what I know Zillow is for, like actually buying a house. I hope you can see her soon after and do something special with just the two of you. Thank you, Navaya. I hope I said your name right. Miss McFarland. And we will. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. When I told her today that I probably wasn't going to be there, she was pretty sad about it. And as crazy as it sounds, it's like, it was confirmation that my daughter really, she loves her dada. She loves her dada. Well, let me beat some eggs up real quick, y'all. Then shorts got eyes everywhere. So now it's you, Alan. My shorts, bro. All you can see in my shorts are my knees. If you like knobby knees, I can see what you talk about. Knobby ass knees. Yo, anybody see that last video? What y'all think about that last video? It's doing pretty good. It's doing like, it's like top 3 out of the last 10 videos I did. As long as a video, every new video I put out is like top 5 or better, I'm like, all right, that's we doing good. We doing good as long as we get in that top 5. The numbers went crazy for like the first day or two. It's been out for 3 days and it's got 3K. So that, you know, as far as my metrics go, that's on par where I expect to be. I need a fork. I like cooking on a gas stove only. I gotta be able to see the fire. Yo, I'm the same way, Happy Feet. The same way. Celeste, what up? Yeah, they try to do the chemtrails at night now. They ain't fooling nobody. I see him in the moonlight. I was out there the other night staring at the moon. The moon was so gorgeous the other night down here in Florida with the the little thumbnail. I forget what they call the waning or the waxing. And it was so clear. It was right above the horizon. When you catch the moon when it's right above the horizon, yo, it looks so wild. I'm like, yo, it's about to crash into us. Speaking of celestial bodies crashing into us, y'all know that there's an asteroid or a comet that's supposed to be super close? Like, relatively close. It's not going to crash into us, but... It's going to pass between us and the moon, so that's pretty close. Thanks, Tots Ramsey. Appreciate the compliment. It goes a long way. Your boy began self-conscious in his later years. But that's natural. I'll be snapping out of that. Oh, my new waffle. Geoengineering was founded in 1990s. Soil invasion based on several sources. Okay, Tanaz, that's what's up. But see, they talking about scientific geoengineering. I'm talking about geoengineering as engineering the geology of the Earth via cloud seeding. That's been around since like early 1900s. But see, they recoined the term geoengineering recently because there was so much pressure mounting from the public, people wanting to know what they were spraying in the skies. And for like the first 10, 15 years, when people was going to the government like, yo, what are y'all doing up there? They were like, those are contrails. What are you talking about? So that's something that Google probably won't tell you. You just have to been around and paying attention for that. What up, Unseen? Welcome back. Miss Koga, I really appreciate that. I'm the same way. When I get rich, I'm looking for dads who going through it. Like I might start a nonprofit just for dads who go through it, because what is all of this really for? Other than for me to give back. I hate when people do start doing good economically, financially and shit, and they don't never reach back. But they want to brag every day about how good they doing, but you're not giving back. Like you just hoarding your cash. Eggs is looking good. Watch this flip. Watch this flip. You ready for the flip? You ready for the flip? Huh? Alright, it wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. But it's good though. That's an omelet right there. If I had something to cook, make an omelet out of it. So that's done, that's done. Alright, boom. Food is almost ready. Let's square away these comments. And we're gonna plate the food and get up out of here. I'm not gonna hold y'all today. Giselle, it's an art to it. It's an art to it. But I appreciate you looking out, because I don't like to eat burnt food neither. Do I smoke or vape? I smoke. I do not vape. And I barely smoke. Nikki Nudes, what up? I was just thinking out the box, since there's so many homes are sitting on the market. Vicky, you already know that's a travesty. A travesty. So many homes, so many apartments just sitting there vacant. So many homeless people. Like, where can I live? We gotta do better, humans. I be feeling like Earth is washed sometimes. Oh, the eyes. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Tanaz. You're right there. Our eyes. I thought I had the butterfly joints on right now. One of my buddies lives in Florida and sends me some really nice pictures of the sunset and sunrise. It is beautiful out here. Thank you for watching that last video, Miss Koger, and appreciating it. I worked pretty hard on it. The Canadian police are in the building. I don't know why y'all looking for me canning the Canadian police. I ain't never did nothing. I can't wait to go to Canada though, man. I got a bunch of places I want to go to Canada. Do I have any data centers in my area? With the demand of data centers, I wouldn't be surprised if there was data centers all over Jacksonville. Jacksonville is the biggest city, land-wise, in America. So there's got to be data centers here. Yeah, she said, yes, come on, Flip. Thank you, Black News and Views. Gotta stay positive. Or at least present the positive. Like, the negativity definitely flows, and I be immersed in it sometimes, but I'm not about to bring that to y'all. Like, that's my inner work. So shout out to me for that, because so many times I've gotten the short end of the stick because people want to be negative within themselves and they don't know how to observe themselves. I ain't gonna drop no eggs now. If you're looking for work, check it out. You can get in with little to no tech experience on the logistics side. Thank you for that, Celeste. I will definitely check that out. I've been sending crazy applications, like 20, 30 applications a day. How many times have I gotten a call back from the people that I actually put the application in for? 0. But they definitely feel free to give my number to people who have nothing to do with the application, and they be calling me off the hook talking about, what was the last crazy one I got? I be hanging up. I'll be like, as soon as they not talking about, like, first of all, a recruiter's gonna email you first. They're not gonna straight call you. But Rat Race Rebellion, I'm already on there. Rat Race Rebellion, they be hating on me. Yep, I'm on there. Am I Puerto Rican? There's probably some Taino in there, but I wouldn't say Puerto Rican. Celeste, you've been at Apple for over a year. I got it. Well, you got that off of Rat Race Rebellion. Thank you for observing that, Black News and Views. That's absolutely what we do here. It's alchemy, baby. The basic alchemy is emotion. It's mentality. It's attitude. That's basic alchemy 101. All right, yeah, I'm not gonna let the food get cold. Let me play. Oh, my waffle! We're gonna have a special waffle at the end, but it is what it is. All right, boom, that's done. You ready? Take that. Oh, my grits! My grits! Damn! Look at this. That's not what we want, fam. I said, I ain't doing no more live cooking with y'all. I'm playing y'all. I'm playing. I'll get better. My dad called me on the other line. I wonder what he's talking about. He probably saw that I was live and saw that I was making breakfast and was like, oh, you got enough? Let's see if the live will probably end if I take the call, so I'm not gonna do that. Navaya said, how did I end up in Florida? Much love to you, Navaya, but you gotta catch up, baby. You gotta watch those videos. When you watch the videos, leave a comment. I'll be right there with you, watching them again vicariously through you. I often do that. Oh, my grits, ain't no saving these. Damn, that's all right. We gonna make it twerk. We gonna make it twerk because we got waffles. Ain't nothing to be upset about. When you got waffles, everything is good in the world. Everything is good in the world when you got waffles. What can you complain about if you got fresh, homemade waffles? You can't complain about none. My dad called me again. All right, I'm gonna have to end this because maybe my dad going through something right now. Eggs, grits that cannot touch the waffles. The waffles, the syrup can get on the sausage, and I wouldn't mind. So that's why we plated it like that. I'm gonna bust this down real quick. Catch up with y'all on the comments. Just gotta say, focus on the food more than the comments. You're right. So everybody, if y'all get mad at me in the future for not focusing on the comments and focusing more on the food that I'm cooking, let's all DM Giselle. You travel everywhere around the States. Do you prefer the South over, let's say, out West? Nothing beats my hometown. And that's just because I'm biased. The energy there is the most comfortable and familiar for me. I love Yonkers. I love New York City. But outside of that, the Pacific Northwest is unmatched. The positive ions that come off the Pacific Ocean and like just smack you in your face all day long, something very special about that. I love Cali, but Cali, I hate to see the disparity in wealth anywhere I go. I hate to see how there's so many people, like it's even like that in Yonkers, not even gonna hold you. There's people doing so well, so good. And then right around the corner, there's people in the projects sleeping on the concrete and shit. Like, that's why that shit makes me want to stay away from places. That's the quick answer. Alright, y'all. Peace, prosperity, and progress to you. Peace to the gods, guardians, and the gargantuans. We're approaching that 40-minute mark. I'm going to get up out of here. And we got 30 people in here now. That's wild. There used to be, 5, 10 of us here when I used to do these. Tanaz, wow. Fam, thank you for that. You came in with the compliments. You came in with the sweaty, huh? Love that. Thank you. My dad gonna text me, would I like some Chinese food? That's what he was calling me for. Hell yeah, I want some Chinese food. Bring it through. And I had that later. All right. Speaking of later, I'm gonna catch up with y'all. Watch some videos, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell so you know what's going on when it's going on. And I will see you next time. All right. Here's the awkward part where I try to figure out how to stop this.